All right, Catherine, how are you today?
I'm good.
Good. All righty. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your experience. I see that you have some pretty solid experience with Jackson Hewitt. Were an office manager during the tax season, and you went ahead and you stayed on now that tax season has ended, but the work has been a little bit more limited. So why don't you tell me what you did at that job? Well, actually, let's start at the beginning. So first you were doing tax prep for them, and then you
Mhm.
moved into an office manager position. So why don't you talk to me a little bit about that?
So when I first started, I was just a tax preparer, but I would stay after. I would cover other shifts, so they made me an office manager. And I've run the Port Orange store. I run it from December to April, tax season basically, and then when we shut down that office, and I go over to another location in Daytona. And during the summer, I'm constantly there. Um, and around September, August, we start training. So I do recruitment. I going on Indeed. I do interviews with people. I train them. I actually got approval for to run their I-9s, so I had to get for approval a certification for that. Um, but I've done all kinds of work with them. I've done all the training. I've gotten new employees ready. I did recruiting. I'm trying to find new employees, and then I helped them out throughout the tax season.
Okay.
Um, During tax season, no matter if you're an office manager, no matter what, you have to be on call. So I have been at Aquatica with my boys, and I've had to take phone calls of taxes. So in the lazy river, and on a day off, I was taking phone calls and helping with tax returns. So no matter what, you're always on call. If they're
Okay.
open, you're open.
Okay, gotcha. So that position, of course, like I mentioned, is more seasonal. So what you're looking
Mhm.
for is something that would be more permanent, long term.
Yes, because
Okay.
during the summer, it gets difficult with sharing hours, and we're only open limited hours. But I still, whenever I'm there, I do amendments. I help people fix returns that may have been messed up. Um, Taking phone calls, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did they train you on how to do the tax returns, or is that something that you learned somewhere else?
No, I had to do a class with them. Every year that you are an employee, you have to do classes to
Okay.
keep up with all the tax laws every year. So no matter what, I always have to do tests with them and get my IRS certifications, all of that.
Okay. Um, did you take any leadership courses with them?
I learned we went to like a week seminar of how to be an office manager,
Okay.
how to do like the training and the recruitments, and I did not host the class last year, but I will probably be doing it again this year. I probably will be doing the hosting. What I did was the training. You bring
Okay.
them in for one-on-ones. You make sure that they know how to do a return, answer all their tax questions, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Now what about customer service? Like, have you ever had, conflict in the office? Maybe a customer wasn't so happy or an appointment didn't go the way that they wanted it to. And how did you overcome that?
So when my employees would have a problem, they would always call me. And sometimes I would have to come in to appease the clients and walk them through it, or just to start a return. If my employees don't feel comfortable with it, I would take over. I
Okay.
would do remotely logging in to help out the clients, put them on speaker so that I could help talk them through whatever they needed to know.
All right. Perfect. And then you do have a certificate for medical assisting. So you have worked in doctor's office.
Mhm. So
Okay.
I did my internship with pain management.
Mhm.
I took the test for the certification. I didn't pass it the first time, so because I liked more of the office feel, I didn't take it a second time. But I
Okay.
did go to school for it. I enjoyed like the billing and coding, all of the front desk stuff.
Okay, so more office-based customer service
Yeah.
type roles. Okay, great. And then you had a long tenure. You worked at Walmart. About how many years were you there?
I was there about 3.
Okay, about 3 years there.
Mhm. And
Oh,
there I was cashier, I was phones, that kind of stuff.
all right, great. And what is your availability?
Really anytime. Like I said, during tax season, I'm 24/7. If the store's open, we have to be open. I would prefer to have Monday through Fridays. Um, but I even as we are now, it's constantly.
Gotcha.
So you don't really even get a day off. When it's tax season, there's no days off.
Now, if you were offered a permanent position, would you be doing the taxes next season, or that's something that you'd be ending?
Probably ending.
Okay.
Only because of the having to be on 24/7. Um,
Okay,
you
you
don't really
wanted to
get a
be
lot of
different.
time off.
And where do you live? What, just the city
Daytona Beach.
in Daytona? Okay,
Mhm.
great. All
But
right,
I have
Catherine, I'm going to go ahead and stop this part of the interview, but don't go anywhere. We got a few more things to chat about.
okay.